I was asked to give my thoughts on one of my recent uploads, The Young Turks Means What? One of the shorts featuring Tim Pool and his roundtable.
I don't know how the Young Turks still exist. The name of their program is effectively the Hitler Youth.
Dude, I was just reading about the Armenian genocide
and
during
the Young
World War I.
Turks.
The Ottoman Empire had this group called the Young Turks that basically took all these Armenians and marched them south, and millions, 1.6 million Armenians died in this, and they still to this day say that wasn't a genocide.
If there's any like good example of grifting, I think it's definitely the Young Turks. Glenn Greenwald, Jimmy Dore, Aaron Matei. There's been this big feud going on between the Young Turks and them, and Cenk Uygur comes out and tweets, "It's the alt left, and they made these false, out of context accusations." Which
I was asked to give my thoughts on one of my recent uploads, The Young Turks Means What? One of the shorts featuring Tim Pool and his roundtable. Recently came out. Young Turks had a show where she called out Aaron Mete, called him a Russian plant, all that good stuff. And now it's brought into question their origins, their backing, their financial everything. And they have recently called out Aaron Mete, Glenn Greenwald, Jimmy Dore, and even calling Tim Pool right wing. Full video's linked. I'd just like to go through the comments coming in quickly. Fixel 1990, I mean, nothing they said is wrong. Makes sense. Somebody talking about Palestine, not exactly the same issue, but shilling. Yeah, I don't know if they're calling me out or calling TYT. That's the basic parameter of a YouTube news show at the moment. Shout out to Alphonse. Yeah, I'm just trying to put out some content, figuring out the whole editing, and now I'm putting voice to it, so soon comes voice and obviously first person interview with face. Okay, one reply from J. Rowe. TYT joined state media in claiming anyone who doesn't agree with the leftist narrative is a literal Nazi. While their own show is actually named after literal Nazis. Their haters regularly like to point this out, so TYT denies the genocidal history of the Young Turks ever existed. So I think they're a lot farther away from what their name actually stands for, but definitely not a good look on their part after calling out many people. Yep, definitely just wondering, starting a conversation, gaining awareness for this video. Brian Dugan says, Young Turks don't deny Armenian genocide. In fact, they've put out multiple videos correcting this point over the years ago, I'm sure. The name Young Turks also has multiple meanings, one of which is the rebel against the established order. This is an ancient, easily debunked argument that sums up the ability of dim fool to argue honestly. Yeah, it might be low-hanging fruit, and it was surprising to me to hear it. I guess I haven't looked that deeply, and I haven't watched TYT, only in like clips and highlights when they interview people that I follow. Yeah, I think it's a good point. It brings up an easy argument. It's an easy jab if it's always there because they haven't changed their name. Just like bringing up the Washington Redskins. Yeah, of our rights. They're talking about when they were adamant about it not happening and for the name. If you actually listen to their argument, it's like using the swastika and just claiming it's an Indian indigenous symbol without acknowledging what the Nazis used it for. Exactly. It's just that no one really knows about the Young Turks. Got it. Posted, Crouching Patriot, Hidden Freedom. Nice name. Cenk used to deny it. This is well documented. He recently changed his tune when the Biden administration decided to acknowledge it. Even then, when he began admitting it, rather than admitting he was wrong, he gave his viewers some weird spin. It was bizarre. Devin Tracy, atheism is unstoppable. Atheism is unstoppable. Broke down the whole timeline, really. Seems very interesting of how things go. Shows that nobody's perfect, and there's always skeletons. And I'm just starting to realize what I walked into. Keep commenting, and I'll keep bringing you content.